Hello there. Today I'm going to use this opportunity to explain why our apps are not primarily a Rezzor. If you remember in the old days, well, you might not remember if you don't use virtual worlds, but we used to have builder tools that people could use to save scenes and to load scenes very quickly. Okay. And this is a basic functionality of a Rezzor. In our case here, you'll see that the ability to save a scene and to load it for whatever purposes, like here, I have a basic scene that I have loaded, which is actually like a small little environment that I'm using just to make the background of this video a little bit more interesting. This background has been loaded just at a click. So that's like what I would say is a very primitive function of this application. Okay, so I could load it and I can get rid of it very easily by clearing this scene. I could load it if I want. So this is one functionality. I wanted to stress today on what are the other things that our approach provides. If you were to build any scene the traditional way, you will actually have to go into an inventory and find all your objects and raise it manually and place it on the ground, and then use the viewer tools to adjust and place these objects. Okay, but what we felt right from the beginning is that there was such a large number of opportunities where we could actually make things happen much, much faster. Okay, so one basic functionality would be, if you want, let's say, this is kind of a very trivial example, but you want to have a set of objects lined up very precisely. Let's say we want to have, trees exactly spaced out in a line. Okay, so you have the option of dragging and measuring and placing these objects, or having a grid that allows you to just pick your object and place it. This is true for a tree, but this could also be true for any other object. Okay, and so that's one difference. So we spend a lot of time working on the interface aspect of things. So the other maybe function that I can show you is if I add, for example, a small tile here, okay, and and see that it's positioned, precisely on this grid. And if I want to move an object, let's say I can select it. So everything is really just click and place. Click to select and place. So this really speeds things up, and it's even if you want to resize and do simple things, and there are also other aspects to it where you want objects to snap in an intelligent way to each other. So we've been able to place trees on these rocks wherever we wanted, but you can also think of other objects that you would want to maybe grow in a very systematic way without having to spend too much time aligning things. So you can see the textures work properly and there is no line in between. So all these little tools, all these little advantages add up when you're creating something. Okay, so I mean, even if you want to build things at at higher at the heights. So let's say I want to maybe put a grid which is at a higher level. Okay, I could place it at a higher level, and then use the same principle to place objects. And if you're making like a platform game and have different levels of the game, and you want to add objects on top, I mean, you can do that too. So these are the kind of, let me just put pine trees on top here. It's totally crazy, but just to give you an idea, okay, I am placing these trees here. And in my last few video clips, I also showed that you can have randomization functions that you can use. So you can see I'm actually being able to grow things at various heights and place things wherever I want in a very easy way. I can apply randomization functions on these objects. I can rotate and change the size, etc. And for anyone who has the opportunity to test building directly, they will see that building is so much faster. And yes, there are many users who've been testing and say, hey, well, this could be a replacement to the viewer tools. Definitely, yes. The reason why we had to go and design our own building tools is because we thought that there needs to be a more friendly building tool for people who don't want to spend too much time fighting the builder tools to get things working. And that's why we decided to implement this app. And I think this gives you pretty much a more precise idea of why we design the whole RezMela infrastructure this way. Okay, and hopefully that will answer your question. Is RezMela just another Rezzor? As you can see, it's not. It's got many different functionalities, and I decided to focus only on the building part here, which in itself is just a partial explanation of a whole range of other things that we can do. And I'll have the opportunity to explain the other functionalities in the near future. But for now, I hope this clip has been useful. Thanks for your attention, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.